Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I have a few things to show you. So every video that I have is kind of half done, and so I wanted to just give you a little bit of a walkthrough of the things that I'm working on for future videos. So the first thing is this pencil palette. We set this up in a recent video. You can see I've switched a few things around. I put that little heart palette in the side pocket. I need to wrap that actually in some wax paper just so when I use it I can pop it back in there. And then I added an extra watercolor palette. So this one is half green leaf and blueberry and then half my own watercolors. And I also have this one which I have had with some creamer, some of mine, some Daniel Smith and Schminker I think. And yeah, so those are the two watercolor palettes. I really enjoy pulling them both out. They have kind of, they really complement each other. So I wanted to see what they would look like together in the Leech term. So I swatched them all out. I would kind of just take the darks from each palette, the, the reds, the blues, and just seeing what they would look like on this cream paper. So I highly recommend swatching your materials in whichever sketchbook or on whatever paper that you're using, because it does kind of change how they look, how they feel, how they work, and so you always kind of have to adjust for that a little bit. So this is just some of the pencil swatches as well, which I didn't finish the other half, but that's okay. So this little traveling studio has been on a couple of adventures, so that will be coming up in a video. It's quite exciting. It's quite nice to have all of this all these materials combined to be able to take places. You can also see a couple of books on my desk that are patiently there waiting for their turn in the videos. And then I have this new yarn. This is from Wool & Company. So it's a hedgehog fibers one called Extravaganza, which I always love yarns for colour inspiration as well. And then these are some of the sketchbooks sitting on my desk. There's also a couple of Holbeins off to the side, but they're almost, quite a few of them are almost ready for a sketchbook flip. This sketchbook is one of my favourite all-time sketchbooks. So I made this in one of the recent videos, and I put my favourite Saunders Waterford watercolour paper in here, cold press 300 GSM, the high white version. So I really have enjoyed this sketchbook, and I highly recommend making a sketchbook out of your favourite paper. It makes such a difference. It's so lovely to pick up and to use. And then this next one here, I've almost finished this. I've really enjoyed this one as well. This one I've been taking out and about this year. It's the handbook sketchbook. It's the watercolour version, so the paper is thicker. And then this one here is one that I haven't really introduced on the channel, so I'll kind of do that in a video. But this is a really enjoyable one. This one I got off Etsy, and I found it because I was looking up the Perpetual Journals, Perpetual Nature Journal. So this one had the 52 spreads, which you would need for the weeks, and it's the Saunders Waterford high white, and it's a hot press paper. So it's got so much paper in here, which is what I really love. And I love the decal edges. It's been made beautifully. And yes, so I've been really enjoying this. I'll link her shop as well. I think you have to ask her for a custom order like this one. I'm not sure if there's any more in the shop. But I've been really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying the smooth paper and kind of practicing some of the botanical things. My desk has also been turned into an orchid forest. So my mum gave me some of the cuttings, and so I wanted to get those painted before they wilted. So that's kind of why I'm a little bit behind as well. But yeah, this is the Academy sketchbook, I think. And I have been also enjoying this. You can see like there's just half finished things in here everywhere. So some shells, this cover page that's kind of half done. I picked this one up on kind of when I have, a few minutes here and there, and then I kind of forget to go back. But yeah, so you can see like the current desk. It looks really lovely with the, the orchids and the yarn and everything. The other project that I'm still working on and really enjoying is the Lucerne Project. So I am doing 18 paintings from the cameras at Mt Rigi, and I will come back and report to you when that is all finished. So I've been really enjoying that. It's something just very easy to do, and I will link a few things about that below. I have put some screenshots on my blog that you can paint along with me as well. So this next thing is another thing I started a few months ago. We got the hydrangeas. You might remember them from, actually they might have been in the pencil roll video, and the leaves started to wilt. So I really enjoyed like the way that they were curling, so I wanted to sketch that. So again, I only got the preliminary sketches done. Hopefully from this video you can see there are always a lot of things inspiring me, a lot of things I'm interested to work on, but then time only allows for so much of it. So I kind of start one thing and then I have to work on the videos or something else, which I love doing, so I don't mind, but it just kind of all has to figure out when I can finish things and stuff. So for example, so here's another botanical little thing that I've been working on, these irises that were growing out the front in May. So for example, like the other week my mum said, how many hours, would that video have been? A couple of hours, and I said there was probably 20 hours in that video. So the videos do take a long time, which of course I love putting them together, but yeah, you can see that like things do get sidelined, and there's still so many lovely things to work on. So I just wanted to give you kind of a little bit of a sneak peek of all different kinds of inspiration that hopefully you can find something that is relevant to you. Maybe your garden is blooming at the minute, or there was some beautiful flowers at the supermarket, or following along with the Mt Rigi, like a live feed camera or something like that. So a couple of the last things here, you can see that I pulled out those pastels, and I wanted to try pastels with the gold ink over the top of them. I think I was also using that new the new pen. And then this is something that I saw on a video, so I'll link the video below, and he creates these really amazing monotype prints. So he paints on a clear like a clear piece of acetate, and then he prints these really large buildings. So I wanted to try this out, so I did this first one, and then I realized that the paint dries way too quickly, so I needed to get an acrylic retarder for the paint. But the one that I got the Grumbacher one, it really is too, the smell is far too strong. So I'll try another one, but I do have a couple of other ideas of maybe ways that I can work that out. So this is kind of an ongoing investigation that I will let you know about. The other thing we did is another mushroom print this week. So we have been doing this in the last couple of videos and really enjoying it. So I really loved the size and the colour of this mushroom. You can see the beautiful, like underneath here, where it's got like almost smocked at the ends of the gills. So really lovely there. And the top of the mushroom is this really kind of satin-like oyster colour, really beautiful. And then I was loving the way the light was playing off it as well. So that's something as well, like if you're thinking of painting something, look at it in different lights, look at it next to different objects and in different settings. And you can go from painting something very loosely and sketching something very loosely, that then try something more detailed. And it's okay if these things don't work or if it takes several times. I think in one of my old orchid videos, one of my very old floral videos, I show that I painted the flower and then I waited a year before I tried it again, and then I waited another year and then I tried it again. So you can always circle back to things if they don't turn out the way you wanted on the first or seventh attempt. You can always just circle back to that. So yeah, that's my little pile on the side of my desk there. And then the last things I'm just showing you here, we created a couple of we filled one palette, and this one we created as a like an outdoor, to take a little palette, which is really cute. And then this one here is just my sister's old palette, and then it got topped up. So this one has been going for many years, and yeah, that just got a top up. And so all these things sort of combine into, I feel like that life and art is very combined. Even I was looking for inspiration here at Whole Foods. You can see like the Cinderella cake there. And then, yeah, we just made some muffins. These were nectarine apple ones with vanilla and rose syrup. Really, really yummy. And we used spelt flour as well. So that's all for today, guys. I am working through it. I'm trying to get everything done, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye.